What's going on, guys? This is Juan with Greener Grounds Lawn Service, and in today's video we're going to be discussing the 10 steps that you need to take, which is the framework for you to set up your lawn care business, which will be the groundwork or framework, as I just said, to make you successful in the long run. Now, it's not difficult, but it's not easy. It does require work. It does require for you to put part of your day. It requires for you to dedicate time, a little bit of grit, a little bit of perseverance, and the rest will come. Especially moving into season, things could get rolling fast. So stay tuned to the end of the video. I'm gonna go step by step on what I did and what I recommend new people to do based on my first year of business, what I've learned, and what I'm continuing to learn. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So you clicked into this video because you're thinking of starting a lawn care business, and that is fantastic. Let me tell you, there is so much work out there, so much money to be made in this industry, and there are so many potential clients that need services that there's enough for everybody to eat on the table. Now, the very first thing that I want you to do is concentrate on a handful of services that you want to offer. Don't start researching lawn care services and start thinking of the dollar bills, because that's what I did at the beginning. I started offering dethatching, aeration, lawn mowing, obviously, hedge trimming, resodding, rock installation, you name it. I started trying to offer everything, and you have to try to focus just on a few things that you want to get into the field with, especially if you've never done it. If it's something that's completely brand new to you, you've never mowed your house as a kid, or done any sort of landscaping, I suggest you start off with the basics. With time, you can obviously add more services to your business. If you want to get into resodding, rock installation, border installation, mulching, all that stuff, you can learn that along the way. Ease yourself into these projects. That way you're learning the basics for pricing. And don't try to jump into a giant project unless you have a mentor that can kind of talk you through it and help you try and land these jobs. But yeah, you can always add more services into your existing business, just like anything else. Now, step number 2 is research the competition. Research. Go on Google Maps and type in lawn care, lawn maintenance, lawn services, and look at the competitors around you. If you see companies that have nothing but 5-star reviews, read those reviews. Read why these companies are successful. What is the type of service that they're delivering? Is it punctuality? Is it quality? Is it all of it? And that is something that you might want to emulate. What made these customers raving fans to the point they're going out of their way to leave a review? So think about that. Also, look at the companies that have very poor reviews. The majority of the companies are not going to have straight up 5-star reviews. So look at the companies that have bad reviews and see where they are lacking. Where are they lacking in service for your company to bridge that gap? How can you offer services that are better than those particular companies? And I'm not saying go and steal their customers, but make the difference. If a customer leaves a bad review, more than likely they've fired that company. But what you want to do is earn customers and keep them. Step number 3, think of a name. You got to think of a name and think in the long run. Is lawn care a step towards a bigger goal, towards a bigger company? Is lawn care a business that you want to start and do until you retire? The reason I'm asking these questions is because if Lawn Care Services is a company you want to start to eventually grow and then sell, you might want to think of a name that's going to be a little bit more generic. For example, my company is Greener Grounds Lawn Service. It's a company name that is marketable, is industry specific, and it has no affiliation with me, Juan. It's an LLC. Yeah, I own it. What I'm trying to say is, if you're thinking of selling your company at some point, even if you're not thinking about it now, but it's something that might pique your interest, try to think of a more generic industry-based name. If my company's name was Juan's Lawn Care Services, I could potentially sell it to another Juan because the name would remain. Once you have your set of customers and they're used to a certain name and a brand, it's much easier for you to sell the company than if you sell Juan's Lawn Care Services to Bob and then he wants to rename it to Bob's Lawn Care Services. Customers might, they might see that change in management. They're going to be like, oh, what's up with the name change? And, if you're selling your company, it's good practice to let your customers know, hey, I'm selling off the company. I vetted it to, the right buyer. I know that he's going to continue to deliver the same type of service and so on and so forth. But it's always better to have a company name that's a little bit more marketable, more of a brand to build and not just a personal name. Step number 4 is register as an LLC. Now this is optional. This is optional because it could just be a side hustle for you. You don't know if it's going to, take off and be as successful as you want it to be. You may be in business for a month, 2 or 3, and then you might want to choose to make it official and make an LLC out of it, and that's completely fine. What I'm saying is, once you have an LLC, you're protecting your personal assets from the business. That way, if, God forbid, somebody were to sue you, they're suing the company and not you. So yeah, it is completely optional. You can always start a lawn care business as a sole proprietorship and still grow it that way. But I guarantee you that down the line, your accountant will recommend that you do an LLC, and that way you can, do all these tax deductions and it'll benefit your company. The next thing is, which is step number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I'm looking at the list. Get general liability insurance. What is this going to do? This is going to protect you from any potential accidents, any potential damages that may happen at a job site. God forbid you're at home, you are digging up a root, you are putting in mulch or creating a flower bed, removing weeds, whatever you're doing, and the property incurs some damages. You don't want to be paying that out of pocket. So you want to be insured. If you want to hear a little bit more about the general liability insurance, let me know. I can definitely make a short video about that. But you can easily find a provider online. If you type in general liability insurance, there's a company, I believe it's called Next, and it's kind of like a marketplace for all these insurance providers that'll insure you. They'll ask you a set of questions about your business, and you'll be able to, to find the right company to insure you. Definitely very important. It may not be something that you need to start the business, especially if you're starting with like family and friends who may be a little bit more lenient if there is any sort of damages. But as you're growing, you definitely want to do it. And it's not like it's gonna be super pricey. If you're just starting mowing and doing very basic things, It's not gonna be pricey. Step number 5, go to Fiverr and pay for a logo, plus business cards. One of the things that I wanted was a nice looking logo, very professional looking, that might distinguish me. This is a personal preference, but it's gonna help you get distinguished. All of the best and biggest companies in the world have a logo and or slogan. It's $20, $30 to get something done by a professional, and they might for an additional $5 or $10 be able to provide you with the design for business cards and or flyers. So I think it's definitely worth that investment. Then you can go to Vistaprint or any printing service that you might use. I think Canva also does printing, and print yourself 1,000 cards. Print yourself 1,000 cards, start handing them out. Go to busy parking plazas and put them in windows, put them in dashboards, windshields, I mean. That way you start promoting your business. The next step is create a website. I already released a video telling you guys why it is so imperative to create a website. Online presence. Just like you searched on Google Maps for competitors, a lot of these competitors could or could not have websites. Personally, if I trust any business, it's because I looked at their website and saw the kind of work that they're doing, not just on social media. Sure, social media works, but if you're looking on Google, you're seeing the businesses around you. Go get a website. I created my website through GoDaddy.com. It's what I found easiest personally. But another great platform is Wix.com. It's also a great service. It has a lot of features, and you can pretty much do anything. It doesn't really require any coding. It's just a lot of drag and drop type of things. But create a website. It'll help you stand out from your competition. If customers Google you and they find your website, you'll seem that much more legit than just having a blog looking page. Okay? Next thing. Hold on, I'm arriving at a customer's house right now, so we're gonna have to take a little pause there. The next thing is gonna be to get a CRM. What is a CRM, you might ask? Well, it is where you're going to stay organized. It is a system and or software where you're gonna be able to add your customer base, create your routes, your schedule, send estimates, and all that good jazz. It's gonna keep you organized come tax season. It's gonna be able to keep you organized in the day-to-day. I created a video that released in the middle of February regarding what is the best free CRM for lawn care companies that are just starting. It is the most complete CRM in my book, in my mind, that I've been using since day one and to this day, 1 year later. So I'm not saying it's the best one out there, but it's the best free one. And if you want to watch that video, check out the channel. It's all in there. The next thing you want to do is create social media excuse me, there was a hair flying. Create social media for your business. Whether you want to do TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of them. You want to do all of them, including Nextdoor. Nextdoor is awesome, and we'll talk about Nextdoor later. But social media. Start with any jobs that you get. Take before and after pictures. Videos draw more engagement, so if you can, take videos over photos. Yes, photos do help. They will be put on the website, but video sells better than photo. So do both. Tell family and friends that you've started a business. Tell them to post it on their Facebook feed, that if somebody needs lawn care services, they have somebody they can refer that's reliable, punctual, professional. You can also, some things that I used to do at the very beginning just to get calls in was offering a free first mow. And if they like the business, if they like the work, then we can talk about, scheduling. But what's better? Mowing for free and being able to take more before and after pictures, get practice if you've never mowed, be able to have somebody else write a possible review for you on Google, or decide you don't want to mow for free at all, no matter the circumstance, but it's a little bit harder to land clients. Think about those two things. Mow for free and get some social proof, before and after pictures, videos, and all that stuff that's gonna get you some social media content for you to be able to post. The other thing, which I'm gonna add as just a little add-on to that, is Google My Business. After you've created your website, after you've registered the LLC, you have to create a Google My Business account. The Google My Business account is what enables people to search on Google and find your business outside of your website. If you type in on Google local Italian restaurants near me, you might get a little pop-up that shows Sal's Italian Restaurant, and they'll have a Google My Business, which is what pops up on the right side of the screen, and it'll show that they have their website. You can reserve a table, you can call, you can click on menus so that you can see the pictures of people who have posted their menus, and so on. That little pop-up is Google My Business. It's a little preview of your business. So once you have the website, you can also link the Google My Business to that website and vice versa. That way people can click from within the Google My Business profile to go into your website and be able to book you and what have you. So it's all tied up. Google My Business is super important. I highly recommend it. It is a must. It is a must if you want to look legit and be successful. The last thing that you want to do, just to lay the groundwork for your business to have a good, solid base and be able to grow, is join local Facebook groups and Nextdoor. By the time this video is out, I'll have released a video of Facebook and Facebook groups, Nextdoor, and Craigslist. Watch that video. I go in depth regarding what to do for joining Facebook groups, what groups to join, what you should be doing in those groups, and same thing with Nextdoor. The beauty of Nextdoor is amazing. It is by far the platform that helped me grow my business to the point it is right now. I'm still in growth. I'm still in year 1 onto year number 2. I'm still just a baby company, but it is by far the best platform that I've seen for my company's growth. So those are the 10 things to be able to get started in this business. Some of them are optional but highly recommended items, and in order for you to be successful, you are going to have to do those things at one point or another. So why not do them at the very beginning when you have all the time to do the administrative stuff? That way you can just focus on actually being on the field, marketing, and growing your business. If you learned anything in this video, if you want more information, there's gonna be my Instagram in the bottom. You can add me on there. I'm happy to answer questions. I'm happy to grow this community. The growth in this channel has been absolutely outstanding. At the time of recording this video, I am at 510 subscribers, and that is unfathomable. I never thought that I would be posting this many YouTube videos regarding the business or this industry, but seeing that growth has pushed me to want to continue to do this and share information with you guys. So if you like this video, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so when I post new stuff. I'm posting a lot of shorts with jobs that we've done, some storytelling in these shorts, kind of gauging the community to see how you would price things, and just kind of like some bad customer experiences that I've had, and in some of them how the situation was dealt with. So thank you guys again, and till next time, peace.